So is this the first time that you visited Worthing?
I think it may well be, yeah. Unless, was Brighton Hove Albion once in Worthing? If it was, then I've been to Worthing. I've come down here to see Millwall.
And what can the audience expect from your talk today?
Well, actually, it's very new. I've never done this before. And I've written down a small programme, but it's only bullet points. What I'm going to do is just chat about food in the modern era as I see it. Hopefully make people consider food in a different way. I mean, the way we shop, the way we eat, particularly restaurants. So out there I've got a table, a chopping board, a very good quality knife, different bits of fruit and veg.
Yeah, so it's all like raw ingredients just right there and then.
I'm gonna show people how to prepare an artichoke.
Yeah.
And that's it. Apart from that, I've got food I want people to taste. I want them to taste frozen, non-frozen. Tomatoes on the vine, not on the vine. Organic, non-organic. I just want to see if we can smash some food myths today.
And having been on MasterChef for over a decade now?
I've been on MasterChef now for 11 years.
11 years.
11 years. I mean, that's a lot of MasterChef. Celebrity MasterChef, amateur MasterChef, obviously, and professional MasterChef. It is only a matter of time, in my opinion, before we get musical MasterChef on us.
In the first few series, the quality of cooking was so high. I heard you say that you were a bit worried that future contestants may not live up to that. How do you feel the contestants have done in the more recent series?
I think all of the winners of MasterChef have their own very distinct styles, and it'd be very difficult to say that one year was better than another. It is true that I worried that we wouldn't be able to keep finding quality amateur cooks until it dawned on me that it wasn't just them that was turning them into amazing cooks. It was actually the competition itself.
Yeah.
Because 3 months of intense training, first of all guidance from me, and of course a decent chef like John Turone, and then as they go through the competition they start working with better and better calibre of chefs, and they can end up at some of the best restaurants in Europe. Well, of course this tends to turn good cooks into amazing cooks. So they've got to have it in them, but the competition itself brings out the talent.
And sometimes when I'm watching it, I just think that I'm glad I'm not in their shoes because it looks so intense. You know, I'm not sure I could handle that.
Do you know what's great about it? I mean, you take people into Buckingham Palace or number 10 Downing Street and you say, right, you're cooking dinner here tonight. You don't have to invent drama. You just have to stand back and press go on the camera.
And do you have any favourite moments from the most recent series? Any high points or low points?
Watching Simon was this year's champion, and watching Simon develop into the cook he did. I mean, between you and I, there was no one to touch him in the last week. I mean, obviously, it could have gone wrong. There's always a chance it may go wrong, but Simon was just incredible.
And before you worked in the food industry, did you have any other secret career ambitions? Or have you always wanted to work in that field?
Nobody that's on TV had a dream of being on TV. You can't go to TV school. Everybody is there by accident. Think about that.
Yeah.
There's no way you can train to be on television. It just simply is an accident, a stroke of luck. When I was a younger man, still at school, I went to a naval school. I was going to join the Navy.
Oh
wow. That never happened. But then I never finished school. So there you go.
There you go.
It's interesting about television though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't plot a career that takes you onto telly.
So would you say you have to be really good at what you do, or is it a bit of luck involved as well?
Well, you've got to be good at whatever field you find yourself in, and someone's then got to spot you doing that, and then you've got to ally that with the ability to talk on camera.
So I think you're okay.
I'm all right, yeah. And then all you've got to do after that is turn up on time and do as you're told.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed how many people get that wrong.
As a food critic, when you're trying food that you generally dislike, how can you tell whether it's been well cooked?
There are very few foods I dislike. Very few. Between you and me, the one thing I really don't like very much is coriander.
Coriander?
Yeah, it always tastes to me like the smell of cat's pee.
I always have it in a lot of my curries actually.
Yeah, well, of course.
He'll just coriander.
Well, you can tell where you are in the world, either west or east, when parsley finishes and coriander takes over.
Yeah.
You move from west to east.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan.
Okay.
But it's an interesting question. And more interesting than that, I think, how dangerous it is to cook dishes that the judges might like. So obviously I love my puddings, and John Turone is well known for his love of Thai. Well, if you make one of my favourite desserts and you don't do it right, I'm going to really dislike it. If you cook Thai food for John and it's not good, you're going to be in trouble. You'd be better off cooking something that judges dislike.
Yeah.
It's a fair point, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you make me a cracker and mess it up, I'm going to be angry.
If you had all the ingredients in the world in front of you, what dish would you make?
There's one dish, I love the food of Italy. And there's one dish I like, maybe my favourite dish in the world is a patella tonata, which is, I know it sounds weird, and it's veal with a tuna sauce. Capers, sometimes little bits of fried onions. And I know baby cow and tuna don't sound like happy bedfellows, but believe me, it's a stunningly good dish.
Do you have any exciting upcoming plans for the next year or so that you could share with us today?
Well, I'm going to get married probably early next year.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. I've fallen in love with a very beautiful and very, very lovely young woman called Anna Marie Stapini. Couldn't get more Italian, could you? Anna Marie Vespa Linguini Stapini. So we'll get married. I haven't got time this year. Some of the papers said he's not getting married this year because he can't afford it. I haven't actually got the time. There's that. There's going to be more telly. I'm chock-a-block with television. That's it. I think, I can't see me getting off your telly anytime soon, I'm afraid to say. MasterChef looks like it's going from strength to strength still, and getting married would be nice. I like getting married.
Are there any moments in particular that you're quite proud of?
One of our proudest moments was when Kate got married to Will. They said to her, "What will you be doing the night before the wedding?" And she said, "Watching MasterChef," which is brilliant.
That's great.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And MasterChef is incredible. I mean, the viewing figures are just phenomenal. I don't know how it's happened. I'm really grateful that it has happened.
And for people that are obsessed with baking and love cooking, what would your advice be?
Sift your flour. Sift your flour. Don't open the oven to see how it's getting on. Keep the temperature constant. All right. And also, if you've got the time, do 2. Take 1 out before the end, if you've got time, so that you can keep doing it, so you can perfect it. And practice makes perfect. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And just the more and more times you do whatever it is you do, you'll get better.
Oh, perfect. All right, thank you so much for talking to me today, Greg.
Pleasure.
Really enjoyed it.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure.